Hey guys, Huck Sports Cards here. Hope everybody's doing great today. Well, I got a package in the mail today of something I bought and I want to share with you. I bought a complete set from 1976 and it was made by a company called Sports Stars Publishing Company. And I know a lot of you vintage guys know about this set, but I want to share a little bit about this set today. Originally, the company's name was TCMA, but they published this set under the name Sports Stars Publishing Company. So this set's better known as the 1976 SSPC set. So I want to share that today. A lot of people call this a 1975 set because of the copyright date on the back of these cards, but it was actually released in 1976. They also put out some promo cards with this beforehand to have you buy the set. You actually got this set through the mail. You would send in, and I think it was like $9.99, and I think some shipping costs or whatever, and then you would buy that back in 1976. There's some really cool cards in this set and some really cool history stuff that I want to share with you today. So let's get at it.
All right, guys, well, I'm just going to flip through this and show you some and just tell you a little bit of the history of these. First off, the history of these was every one of these pictures was taken at Shea Stadium. So how you got the American League pictures out of this in Shea Stadium is the Yankees played at Shea Stadium in 1974 and 75 for their home games because Yankee Stadium was being renovated, so they had to play at Shea Stadium. So the guy that did this, the photographer, he took every one of these pictures at Shea Stadium throughout that 1975 season, and then, like I said, they were copyrighted at the end and in 75, but they were released in 76. So and you see the backs of these things too, kind of pretty cool. It's got the player's number and everything on there, so kind of cool. You got some really good ball players on this. Dusty Baker right there. Some of the Cincinnati Reds. Sparky Anderson, Pedro Pabon's there. And actually, to talk about these, the backs of these cards, as most of y'all know who Keith Olbermann is, that did ESPN, Sports Center and stuff like that, he actually did a lot of the editing on the back of these cards when he was a teenager, so it was kind of cool. Like I said, here's some of the Cincinnati Reds. I just love the photos. This guy took some great photos and everything. There's Johnny Bench in the batting cage. Most of them are just the guys looking at you and smiling or something. But Davey Concepcion here. George Foster. There's Pete Rose. Yeah, these cards are in really, really good shape too. Ken Griffey. Joe Morgan, Tony Perez. Yeah, as you can see, there's a ton of Hall of Famers in this too. So, a lot of really good players. I kind of really like this time too, as I was really starting to get into watching baseball and everything at the time. Some of the Dodgers there. Don Sutton, another Hall of Famer. Ron Say, he was always one of my favorite players. I really like to watch him. He was called, what, the Penguin? That's a pretty cool photo there, it's one of the very few in-action ones of Bill Buckner there. So yeah, I don't know why he didn't take more in-action ones, the photographer. So, and as most of y'all know, the reason why this didn't last, this was the only set that they did, was because Topps sued them, because I guess Topps had the rights at the time to these cards, to do the baseball cards, and because this company mostly did minor league cards at the time, and that's kind of what they did, and they decided to do a major league set and kind of got in trouble over it. So Dave Winfield, you know, I never really watched him play for the Padres because it wasn't, I was young for one thing, but when he went to the Yankees, and I think it was in 1981, my dad was a huge Yankee fan, so you know, I watched him there, and he was always just such a great athlete. I think he played a few different sports in college too. So like I say, you can see how good these are in shape and everything. There's George Brett right there, and Harmon Killebrew. Can you believe he's in a Kansas City Royals uniform? That's kind of crazy looking, isn't it, to see that? So there's like I said, the back of his card, George Brett, kind of cool. Yeah, I was just really excited to get this set. I'd known about it, but I really never tried to get one or anything. And I saw somebody mentioned it. I said, man, I'm gonna look into that and try to maybe get it. And saw one and got a good price on it and bought it. Here's the Nolan Ryan card. So it's a nice one, really good shape. So Doug Collins, I think it is. Mickey Rivers there. So yeah, but it's kind of crazy that he took all these pictures at Shea Stadium though. So I guess when those teams, just everybody came through there playing against the Yankees and playing against the Mets, and they took them. Rod Carew, it's a nice one there. Tony Oliva just got into the Hall of Fame. Bert Blyleven. Yeah, these Twins pictures are a little bit different. It must have, I don't know if it was overcast that day, or it almost looks like there's smoke in the background. Like maybe they, I don't know. They're just, these Twins one just look a little bit different, the background. Some of them do. Not sure why. So. And here's a cool one. You got Robin Yount, the young Robin Yount right there, and then older Hank Aaron. So yeah, it looks like this is like these photos were taken when it was getting close to dark right here. Well, they are dark right there. I don't think that would be after the game, so, but who knows? Not really sure. Yeah, Fergie Jenkins here. Yeah, like I said, this thing is just packed full of Hall of Famers. And once again, I really really just love the photos of this. Ted Simmons there, Lou Brock. Some really great players there. There you go, there's a mad Hungarian. Howard. He was kind of crazy, wasn't he? Some Cubs. Yeah, I think this might be the one that, yeah, it was. So see, some of these guys, when they got traded before the 76 season or whatever, they put the little thing on there, so telling you that they were traded. And we're going to get to, yeah, here's Gary Carter right there. It's a very young Gary Carter. Kind of cool. As I recall, which I may be wrong, but as I recall, I don't think Montreal was all that good back there. Look at this guy to the right sitting on the cart there. Kind of funny picture. We're almost getting to the end of this thing, which there's some good, pretty cool looking checklist on here. I think that was that Ron LaFleur. I think it is there. You got some crazy looking hairstyles right here back in the day too. So you got Jim Palmer without a hat on. And who else we got here? Brooks Robinson, right there. Yeah, like I say, it's just full of Hall of Famers. You got Fred Lynn, Carlton Fisk, which I like that picture. Jim Rice, great ball players there, sure. And you got Yaz, right there. It's funny, you got the Red Sox, and then you got Yankees right behind them. And it's kind of crazy. I guess he didn't have a picture, because if you notice, all the other Red Sox are in their red hats, where he's not. So yeah, that was Bill Lee too. Some of the Yankees: Jim Catfish Hunter, Louis Tiant, so Thurman Munson, Lou Piniella, you got some Phillies coming up here. Tug McGraw, Billy Martin right there. I think we got Mike Smith coming up here. Mike Smith right there. Dick Allen. Hopefully he gets in the Hall of Fame in 2025. That's when he'll be up again. But yeah, it's a good Mike Smith car right there. Like I said, they're in great shape. And then Raleigh Fingers right there. And you got Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson there. Ray Fosse's in a different uniform than the A's. So Dennis Eckersley. I guess that's considered his rookie card right there in this set. Alright guys, we're getting to the end here. I want you to see these checklists because they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. You got Frank Robinson there. Now here's some of the Mets coming up. This guy's talking to, I don't know if he's getting interviewed or something right there. Joe Torre. All right, I think these checklists are come up this next page if I'm not mistaken. No, these are some of the Pirates. But you got some Hall of Famers in the Pirates here too. So let's see here. Yeah, Willie Stargell, Al Oliver, which should be a Hall of Famer. Hopefully he will be one day. So and that was Willie Randolph before he went to the Dodgers there. All right, here's some of the checklists coming up here. So here's some of the checklists. Kind of cool. Look at this, Jim Catfish Hunter and Nolan Ryan. And actually, a story I heard was that, so Nolan spelled this way, but some of the cards had a D on it. And from what I heard was when they first did this, they misspelled it at the very beginning and caught it. But then somebody had stole the plates or whatever and started printing some. So if you have one that has a D on it, it's probably not an original set, from what I understand. So, and there's Willie Mays right there. So, and I think this is the second to last page here. I guess these are just some guys that got traded or they had to add on at the end. Well, no, here's Willie Mays right there. So, and then some of these managers. What that was. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I appreciate you watching.
Well, hey guys, I appreciate you watching today. I hope you enjoyed that with a little bit of history about the set and everything. I really enjoyed learning about it, so I hope you did too. Well, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I ask that you do so. I really appreciate that. Guys, until next time, we'll see you later.